All right, assalamu alaikum. So we're going to be doing lesson 3. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen wa salatu wa salam ala Sayyidil Mursaleen Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. We are on the third lesson, inshallah, in the course that we're doing. The third lesson is about vowels, and the short vowels is the focus. Now, short vowels is, as the name suggests, it's going to be short. Short vowels require you to recite it or read it as short as possible. And that's how you get the correct sound for it. So, as you all know, vowels is something that gives sound to a word. So, these are how you bring sound to the letters that we've been learning. So, that's the objective of today's class. It says here symbols, pronunciation, specially pronounced letters. Objective is to recognize the short vowels and pronounce them correctly whilst they are being used. Now, in English, we have vowels. We use, for example, dog. We have cat, the A in cat or the O in dog. They're vowels and they give the sound to that word, like da, g, dog, and ka, t, cat. So that's how we're going to learn. Well, that's exactly what we're going to learn in Arabic now. We're going to be putting vowels to the sound, to the letters that we had learned before. So for example, we have ba. We're going to put a vowel and we get the sound. So ba. We have ba again. We're going to have a e sound and we're going to have the b. So ba with the e sound is b. And ba with the u sound is boo. So ba, b, boo. So let me show you how to get those sounds. In the Arabic language, there are 3 short vowels. The short vowels enable a letter to make a sound. In the same way, a word cannot be made in English language without one of these 5 vowels, A, E, I, or U. In Arabic, one cannot pronounce a word without a vowel being used. So how many vowels do we have? There's 3. 3. It says here. The 3 short vowels in Arabic language, fatha, kasra, and dhamma. So there's 3, fatha, kasra, and dhamma. At this point in time, the names of the vowels is not as important as recognizing the symbol and the sound that it makes. So it's very important to know the sound that these 3 is going to make. And I'll show you how it looks. If it's confusing right now, don't worry about it. Just know that in Arabic, there's 3 vowels. They're short vowels and they're going to be pronounced short. They're not going to be lengthened, they're going to be short. So remember that. And also remember that these vowels, they come above the letter and sometimes below the letter. That's where they're actually going to be placed. Now, you've seen this before, but we're highlighting it now in today's lesson. Because when we were doing the words of different animals and so on, we were actually using words there and they had vowels on them. So we're going to be explaining those vowels now. So send me a little chat, send me a little message, that I know that you're here and you're listening and you're participating. You can always unmute yourself and, ask or respond and so on. It helps me with teaching, inshallah, so I don't feel like I'm teaching a computer screen. Right? Okay. So we have here fatha, kasra, and dhamma. Can you say that with me? Fatha, kasra, dhamma. Right? Fatha, kasra, and dhamma. So these 3 are the ones that makes the sound and the vowels. So fatha, and can you pronounce that with the ha part? Because this word is actually an Arabic word. And it's actually pronounced with the ha, from the one of the letters that we learned. So there's fatha. Can you say that? Kasra, dhamma. And as it said before above, you don't have to memorize these names right now. You'll understand it later on. But these are the names of the vowels. So what is the fatha? A short diagonal stroke above the letter. So where is it going to be? Above, right? The letter gives this vowel gives an sound, So say it, right? And it's not long, right? Just remember that it's not going to be it's right? Now the kasra, that's the one below, a short diagonal stroke below the letter. This vowel gives a e sound. Can you say that? E sound, right? And then we have dhamma. Dhamma, a slanted symbol similar to number 9. It, or the letter wow. Above the letter. This goes above the letter. It is placed above the letter. This vowel gives a oo sound. Right? Note the vowels are the marks below and above the letter. An example below the letter Aleph here has been used to give an idea of where the vowel is placed and what it looks like. So let me show you how that looks like, right? This one is Fatha here. It gives a sound. Can you see it on top of the letter? Right, so So that's how you pronounce it now, This one is below the letter, is E. And this one is above the letter again, this is U. So these are the 3 vowels that we're going to focus on today. And that's all we're going to do. We're going to look at how to put these sounds to each letter. Because I said before, anything above the Aleph or below it makes it a Hamza. So Hamza is actually, the letter is called Hamza, but it's pronounced as A. So let's say that E, U. Right, now this one is Ba. We know this letter, right? Ba. Now the letter was called Ba, and it's a little stretch into it, right? But when there's a vowel which makes it a short vowel and makes the sound, appropriates the sound to the letter, now it comes with a sound B. B, B, boo. B, B, boo. B, B, boo. Now remember the letter was Ba, and now we're going to actually put a vowel on it, so it changes. These are all good examples of how it changed, but these are simple examples. So let's go through it, and I want to show you when you reach the Jim how you're doing that. Now again, T is the letter Ta, which is a stretch, but when the vowel comes on it, it's a short vowel, so you get T. This is a Ta again. When you put a kasra on it, underneath it, it gets a E sound, so T. And Ta again with a dhamma, it's a U sound, so tu. Seems simple enough, right? How to put a vowel on it and get the sound of it. So thi, thu. The next one is a jim. So we have a fatha on it, a kasra and a dhamma. Now the letter was called, yes, exactly. The letter was called jim. But now that we have jim and we're putting a sound, is j. J. Say it. G. Ju. So J, G, Ju. Simple enough, right? This is Ha, and now we're going Ha, He, Hu. Alright, now this Ha is pronounced with the emphasis on the sound of your throat. It comes from your throat. So Ha, He, Hu. Alright, very good. This is a Kha. So Kha is really letter Kha. Now, when you put the short vowels, kha, khi, khu. What letter is this here? Dal. Very good. Dal. Now, when we put a fatha on it, how do you pronounce it? Da, di, do. Very good. So it's simple, right? How to pronounce these. So let's go through the whole alphabet together and make sure that we have it correct. The, thu, ra, ri, ru, z, zi, zu, s, si, su, sh, she, shu, sa, sword, right? Sword, and now we have a vowel on top. So sa, si, su. Right, so these are those letters that the names are like a bit longer, and there's like sheen and seen and sheen and sword. So when you're putting the sound though, you just take the beginning of the seen word and you put sa, the beginning of the sheen word and you put sh, and the sword word and you put saw. So that's how you kind of take out part of the sound of the name of the letter and put the sound to the letter now. Right? Everybody got that? Okay, good. Next one, Lord is the letter. Now, the, lu. Okay, ta. There's a ta, three, two. Okay, let's go through the rest of them. We have the, so the, lu, i, u. That comes from the throat, right? I, u, r, ri, gu. Next one, f, fi, fu. So f actually takes the tip of the tongue touching the teeth, right? F, fi, fu. Cough. Cough is a full mouth sound. Qa, qi, qu. So qa, qi, qu. Now this one is an empty mouth sound. K, ki, ku. So k, ki, ku. So you saw the difference in both of their sounds, right? This was qa, qi, ku, and this was k, ki, ku. So I hope you all got that difference. L, li, lu. M, mi, mu. N, ni, nu. W, wi, wu. H, he, hu. Right, then y, yi, you. All right, so very good. So these are quite simple. The hamza here is like the alif, right? So you can actually negate this whole thing. This is called a hamza. With the hamza gives a sound. So that's the only letter that has a little issue with sounding, because it's not the hamza doesn't have a h sound. It's a sound. So you get that? So although the name of the hamza, it's a hamza, it's actually Hamzah, right, is actually pronounced as a. The rest of them takes the actual sound of the letter, like noon, n. But hamza is a. Okay, so I hope that's clear enough, inshallah. That's the only one that has that little issue. Now, before we go to a little bit of practice, let me go to another type of example. So we have some examples of the vowels that we just did, the fatha, the kasra, and the dhamma, in actual words. And that will help you see how it's sounding in a word. So this word is the word for swimming. So you see this little guy here swimming. So the word here is sabaha. Can you say that? Sabaha. Sabaha. Now this is a sin, this is a ba, and this is a ha. But when it comes with the vowel on it, then it makes the sound that it should be. So sabaha, 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 sabaha. Right? So this is the fatha. These examples of what? Fatha. So you see on top of the letter there's a stroke, and this is the example of the fatha in a word. So next one, this is a fatha here. This is what is this called? Kasra. And this is a fatha on top. So sh, you remember ra with a kasra is what sound? Ri. So sh, ri, and ba with a fatha is what? Right? And don't stretch anything, right? So ba. So shariba, shariba. And it's not like sha, ri, ba. That will be wrong, right? So it's shariba. So shariba. Now it's very important to know that, right? Because if you start stretching it, you'll actually get the wrong sound. And that's not this lesson. This lesson is short vowels, and you have to keep it short. Next one, qa, ra, a. Qa, ra, a. Qa, ra, a. Qa, ra, a. So qara'a. So this is a qaf with a fatha, ra with a fatha, and hamza with a fatha. So qara'a. Next, sheen. This is a nice example because this has the 3 vowels on it. This is what? Right, that's the dhamma. This is the kasra. And this is the fatha. So sheen dhamma is shu. Kaf kasra is ki. And ra fatha is ra. So shukira. Shukira. Right, so shukira is a good example of the 3 of them in one word. To note here, the sheen with a dhamma and all dhammas, sorry, they have a u sound, right? And the u sound, you have to actually put your lips together in a round sound, right? So ru, so shu, right? And if for example the kaf had a dhamma on it, right, you would say ku, and the ku sound is actually a u sound. It is not ko, it's not k or ko, nothing like that. It's ku. So here's shu. It's a clean u sound. It doesn't. You can't mix it with a o sound or a sound or anything like that. It has to be clear and clean. So shu kira, shukira. Right? And no stretching of it as well. Next one. Oh, sorry, I was supposed to actually talk about what actions we're seeing here. So sabaha is swimming, to swim. Here we have shariba, to what? Drink. Said shariba. Next one, qara'a, to what? To read. Yes, qara'a. Qara'a is actually the root word of Quran. Can you see it in there? Right, Quran, but we'll learn that afterwards, how we're reading that word as well. But it's qara'a. The shukira means to